He was not expecting this big of a boost right out of the gate. However, understandable when you consider it could be the final game of the NHL season, where tonight we're at Game 6 of the finals for Lord Stanley's Cup. The Carolina Hurricanes, one win away from their second cup, take on a team fighting to force a Game 7 on Wednesday in the form of the Vegas Golden Knights. For the last time this year, take it, Carnell. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner twin. Let's drop the puck. The alarm is sound. It'll be Bowman replacing Anderson tonight in the lineup for the Golden Knights. The alarm is sound. By 2023 Stanley Cup champion Alex Pietrangelo, who also won one in 2019 with St. Louis. So he's actually a two-time Cup champion. Brandon Bussi back in the crease for the Hurricanes. He's 2-1 in 3 appearances. Gave up only 2 goals in 23 shots last time out. Carter Hart, on the other hand, has been struggling in the Cup final. He's given up 4 goals in every game in this, at minimum 4 goals in every game in this series. He's got to buckle down on his defense. Fence in the cage tonight. Kane's going right to left, left to right, Knight right to left, and on the face-off, it is won by Vegas. Bowman. To Smith, and we got an offside. Puck just outside the Carolina blue line. It'll be Eichel taking the draw. Both teams do a quick sub. Martinuk, Aho, Svechnikov, Walker, and Miller for the Hurricanes. Dorofeev, Stone, Eichel, Hannafin, and Anderson. Radford Anderson, that is, not and Anderson for Vegas. Off the boards, puck still coming out of the Kane zone, or trying to be kept in the zone by the Knights. Puck cut off before he got to Bussy. Martinuk loses it off his skates. Shot saved by Bussy. Either that or it went wide. I couldn't really tell. Martinuk trying to force it out. He can't. Hannafin keeps it in. Deflect. Centering pass wide, and we got a broken stick out there on the ice. Whose is it? I don't know. Puck is cleared out, and it's going to be iced. Or not ice instead, or manages to get back before it gets over the icing line. Chatfield trying to bat it out. Ehlers cuts it off. Jarvis tries to get it out. He does. Howden. Ehlers with it. To Chatfield from Jarvis. Jackson Blake tried to center it, but it goes wide. Got his bear. Finds Hall. Gets it out of his own zone. And the puck is ice. And we're not even 2 minutes, and we're just over 2 minutes into the game. Hello, Daniel. Stankoven and Eichel take the draw. It's going to be won by Vegas. Anderson tries to center in front, and it'll be iced again. That took about 10 seconds off the clock. Barbashev slamming in the hall. Puck won by the Knights again. Hannafin can't get the shot off. Blake drops it off for Martinuk, who will dump it into the Knights zone. Or Courier, excuse me. Aho with it. Shot deflected off the skates. Blocked by Eichel. Hurricanes after a tree and then come back out of their own zone. Walker dumps it in. Bowman in as a replacement for Carlson, who's injured with an elbow issue. And that goes into the seats. Tortorella's 70 career postseason wins. That's 6th most amongst active coaches. Hello, Ronald Duffy. Duffy. Jarvis controls it, gets it into the zone. Dumped out by Eichel and into the bench. Oh, it was caught in the broadcast booth by Ferraro. Nice catch, Ray. Stankoven against Howden. Puck lost. Barbashev loses. Howden loses the puck. Taylor Hall on the break. Score! Oh, hey, buddy. Hi, partner.
Took you long enough. Just at the right time as they won 1 point so far.
3 minutes and 47 seconds in. Taylor Hall on a breakaway. Wrist set. Howden and Barbashev lose control of the puck. Hall gets the 2-line pass. Boom! Right through the 2 slot. That's number 7 on the right through the 4 slot underneath the glove.
Yeah.
Hiya, Coach. Peace to you too. Well, if you're Carolina, so far so good, especially when you consider in most of these games,
if Carolina ends up winning this one, this is going to make this year so wild. Because yesterday, after 53 years, the Knicks finally won an NBA championship.
That got saved by Hart, and it's been 20 years since the Hurricanes won their last cup.
2006.
Right.
Because I remember, I was like 21 when that happened.
Yeah, I was 18 going on 19 when that happened. And because the Rangers and Devils had already taken the Rangers out, and then the Hurricanes took the Devils out, I was left with no choice but to go for the Hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a final against Edmonton. They almost screwed the pooch in.
They better not screw it up this time. At least I'm thankful the Knicks won a championship, because I heard my stepdad yesterday, he was acting all fanboy. Although I can't say the same for the New York rioting and all that crap. Jeez.
You said your stepfather went all fanboy over it?
Yeah, he was happy that he won. 91, 94, 91. Holy
it was just
moly.
90.
That's crazy.
90. Puck in the Hurricane zone, trying to clear it out, and they do. Deflected towards the center ice line. Stolen. Win by Bowman.
Hopefully the Hurricanes win Game 6, because, yeah, Vegas already won their Stanley Cup in 2023, like about 5 years after they first formed.
Puck now deep in the Hurricane zone, in the night zone. Jarvis with a hit. Down goes whoever had it. Stahl with it. Tries to get it on net, but he can't. And I think it's still stuck along the boards. Ehlers with a check. Punked up back in because Hurricanes were offsides. And wraps around complete across the boards. Bussy cuts it off. I would have gotten rid of it faster. And gotten rid of that biscuit faster. In the creek. On the Hurricane zone. They clear it out. And it's gonna be another icing call. Taylor Hall has been in the game for 16 years. He's never gotten this close to the cup.
But you never know.
I mean, to think. Imagine Danhausen's curse striking again if Carolina wins. Because the thing is, going into Game 3, early portion of Game 3, a video played that Danhausen had cursed the Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes had lost because they'd given up 2 own goals, including the double overtime winner. And then a Hurricane fan pays him off.
How the hell can you fumble that?
Dorofeyev trying to get the puck. And Jarvis gets it up. Stankoven. Hall. Plays it deep behind the Vegas net. Blake with the puck. Drops it off. Hall tries to catch it with his hand to just try to sell the puck from bouncing. Carrier. One timer to Hall. I think that didn't get through. Stankoven trying to hold on. Keep the puck in the zone. Can't. He'll head off. Line change. Svechnikov, Walker, Miller, and come in for Carolina. McNabb loses it in the net. Centering pass picked off, and it's going to get iced again. No ice. Actually, it didn't get to the red line behind the near the Vegas net.
Mm-hmm.
Svechnikov shot. Save. Rebound. One time. Oh, went right. Or maybe just went. Svechnikov behind the night net. Comes out. Dumps it off. Back to the point. Svechnikov was trying to get to the puck, but he got hooked. No whistle. You know, I only had one game on local television for the Hurricanes all season. It was a game against the Rangers before Thanksgiving.
I see.
No what? Icing's waved off by the Hurricanes. They're behind their own net. Let's give it to Chatfield, dude. Dorf Hurdle trying to get it out. He can't. The puck is being bounced around on the blue. Vegas clears it out. Hurdle gets it over. Riley Smith in now. It's Korzak, Bowman, Lazan, Sissons, and Hurdle against Jarvis, Nikishin, Stahl, Gottesbeer, and Carrier on the ice. Forecheck line out there for Carolina. Main line out there. Forecheck line out there for Vegas. Key line out there for Carolina. We got a line, full line. It's Dorfe, Anderson, Stone, Eichel, and Hannafin now for Vegas. Jarvis and Ehlers come in. Eichel down the slot, save, rebound. Can't. Dorfe couldn't get the rebound. It slid by him. Shot, save. Bad out midair and caught in the glove of Bussy. No goal. I mean, the Knights thought they had a goal here from Dorfe. Regardless if it was caught by Bussy or not, I don't know if it was even that. If Bussy had a stick too high. Regardless, we're going to take a timeout. 9:24 into the first of Game 6. 1-0 Carolina. And for those wondering why there's 144 people in here instead of 3, I've been using X to get a lot of viewers as an artificial injection. If you get what I mean, Jose.
Yeah, I get you.
And then after Game 3, Danhausen cursed the Golden Knights hanging to Game 4. Man, that man is, Danhausen is so fickle. And it's rather ironic that for my area, a state that's more known for basketball and football, the only world title we have in a professional sport is in hockey. What? You mean? What'd you say, Jose?
Nothing. Just waiting it out as the first period started.
Oh. I thought you were going to say that is ironic, what I just said.
It is ironic you could say that.
And seriously, we have at least 3 world major professional North American sports, and yet the only one we have a title in down here is in hockey.
Yeah.
The sport that's least intriguing in the South.
Hockey's more unpredictable for me.
Off the top of the crossbar and then snatched up by Buss on the watch this. Dorfich swats it at him high, goes off the top of the net, and then right into the glove of Bussy. Especially when that puck went off the top of the crossbar from the outside, not from the inside. It'll be Robinson, Aho, Svechnikov, Walker, and Miller out there for Carolina right now against Marner, Stone, Eichel, Theodore, and McNabb for Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing I'm not doing the Cup Finals next year due to network parity.
Because, of course.
Then again, doing the playoffs for the NHL is a bitch when you consider ABC gets very few of them. Know what I mean?
Yep.
Stahl will scoop it. Will get it out from behind his own net. Carter trying to find Jarvis. Went too far ahead. McNabb with it. Hall almost picks it off. Dowd gets it in deep. Puck lost almost by Blake. That shot blocked out in front. Maybe even a pass. I don't know. Chatfield to Blake. Over the blue line comes Carolina. Hall fires one. Stick save and scooted wide. And we got a tripping call. Is it? Who's going to the sin bin? Looks like it's going to be Hall going to the sin bin for tripping. Or is it Jackson Blake? Which one is it? It's Blake who's going in for tripping. Let's see what happened here. Is there a trip? Okay, shot goes wide. I don't know. But we'll take a timeout. When we come back, Vegas will be on the power play where they are 1 of every 8. 2 for 16 in this series. And Carolina's penalty kill has been the best throughout the Cup playoffs. 1-0 Carolina. And it's going to be an all-forward line for the Knights. They'll have Bowman. Then Dorofeyev, Marner, Smith, and Hurdle out there against Chatfield, Carrier, Martinuk, and Svechnikov. Is there really a need for this 5th Toy Story film? I don't see it. It's going to suck. Wouldn't you agree? Partner? You okay, Jose?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just sitting back and enjoying the show. Besides, there hasn't really been much going on.
I mean, still, you got to admit, Toy Story 5 is probably going to suck.
True.
I mean, sure, it's a closing chapter on Jessie's past from what we learned about her in Toy Story 2. Maybe we actually get to meet Emily for the first time. I don't know.
Yeah. So far, nothing's happened yet.
Puck's about to drop. It's going to be Stahl taking the draw. He'll be joined by Chatfield, Slavin, and Martinuk. Draw one by Carolina. Slavin will fire it out of his own zone. Remember, on man advantages, no icing against the defensive team. The penalty kill unit for Carolina, a 90.3% rate this postseason. They've only given up 3 power play goals. Marner drops it off. It's going to be Eichel who takes it. Over the Carolina blue. No, he was offside. Now it's Aho, Jarvis, Walker, and Miller out there for Carolina. Puck will be dropped outside the Carolina blue line. Left hash. Left circle. Marner's got the puck. Got to be careful here. He gets in on sides. Puts one in the slot. Glove set. Body save by Brandon Bussey. What? Oh boy, we're going 4-on-4 for the next minute 29. Hurdle goes
This
in
might get nuts.
for a face-off violation, which means that once the minute 29 or so, right there, he punched it with his left hand, punched the puck with his left hand as he was going down. That's not what you're supposed to do in a face-off. You're not allowed to do that in a face-off.
Never do. Why would they do that? Seriously?
And as a consequence, the puck will be moved to the Vegas end. Face-off will be on the right, will be to Carter Hart's right. Going to be Eichel, Stone, Theodore, and McNabb against Godesbear, Miller, Jarvis, and Aho. Saved by Hart on the shot. I don't know who it was on by Godesbear. Let's see who got the assist on the Hart goal. Jacob Slavin and Jackson Blake. Okay. Aho will take the draw. Looks like he's going up against Sissons this time. Got a spare to Jarvis. Gets swarmed. Puck in the boards. Jarvis kicks it out. Got a spare. Tried to center it. Couldn't. McNabb's got it. To Eichel. Eichel being crossed up. Howden. Saved by Bussey. Howden had at least 2 breakaway goals in game 2. Howden. To Rasmus Anderson. Loses the puck. To Ehlers with a shot, and it's stopped. That was a bad timing on that line change by the Hurricanes. Sounds like Danhausen just cursed Carolina again. Because I just heard over the loudspeakers, you are cursed. Draw one by the Knights. Hall tries to get it out. Keep it in. He does. But the Hurricanes have to retreat. 15 seconds. Blake will be out of the sin bin. Then it'll be a 31-second power play for Carolina. Waiting for Blake. 2, 1. Jackson's out of the sin bin. And here he comes with the puck. Over the blue line. Center was trying to get it to Gusper was trying to center it. He couldn't. And it looks like the Hurricanes are not going to be able to get a shot off as they're going to have to go the full length of the ice in the next 15 seconds just to get one shot on this short-lived power play. Dumped in. Hart cuts it off. Blake. Open net. Oh, so close. And Hurdle's now out of the sin bin to even the playing field. Marnuk shot with a backhand. Saved by Hart. Carter. To Nikishin. Shot in front save. He blocked in front. Run by the bodies. And we got a dog pile going after that puck. Anderson able to dump it. Doesn't get to the Carolina Blue. Svechnikov. Thrown down. Down by Lazan. Now behind the Vegas net again. We're about to go under 6 left in the first period. 7-5, the shots in favor of Carolina. Here comes Vegas over the Carolina Blue. Eichel with a shot. Blocked off and cut off by Slavin. Stahl tries to get the pass. It's picked up. He passed down the line, intercepted. On the boards. Orfev with a check. Marner back skating. Vegas in their own zone. Under 5.5 to play. 1 in the period. 1-0 Carolina. No icing as it was touched. Touched at the center ice line. Or thereabout. Or deflected at center ice. They're fighting along the boards. The puck is free. Who's got it? Walker. Set up. Back out by Theodore to Miller. Chatfield back to Miller. And the puck is ricocheted into the bench. Whew. I mean, seriously, so close with Svechnikov on that backhand. How the hell did Carter Hart dive back in to get that? I mean, to stop that. And his stick went flying out of his hand on the dive. If need be, we will get a Game 7 on Wednesday night, back at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh. I am praying that is not the case.
I'm hoping that it isn't the case.
Well, we had some title changes at Dominion this morning. We've got new tag champs in Okan Hanari, which means they're going to be in the G1 Climax. Yo beat Doki to win the junior crown. Shota Umino is now global champion, and Tsuji's got the heavyweight title back. The hope of a city is in the building. Forever in this building. Hysteria is in the building.
Yeah.
The cup is in the building. Imagine pouring a beer or a mimosa into that hunk of silver. Carolina is 7-1 on the road in the postseason. Only blemish, Game 3 of this series. They decimated Ottawa. They decimated Philadelphia and decimated Montreal on the road. Puck at center ice due to it going into the bench. Draw one by Carolina. Stone trying to dump it off. Puck on a scramble. Martin. Slate. Svechnikov. Now it's a fight on the board. The puck is stuck and pushed out behind the net. Dorofeev with it to Eichel, who dumps the biscuit into the Hurricane zone and around the boards. McNabb on the break. Here comes Carolina with speed. And we're going to get an interference penalty on Vegas. Taylor Hall got taken down by Jack Eichel. What's it called? It's a hook? Is it a trip? Interference? Let's see. Hall on the break. Hooking.
Of course it's a hooking.
Carolina has had one of the worst power play units in this postseason, but they have scored in 4 power plays on 4 times on 13 power plays in the finals. They're going to have a 4-to-1 ratio of forwards to defense. It's going to be Hostal, Jarvis, Svechnikov, and Godespair against Sissons, Smith, Lazan, and McNabb. Svechnikov with it. He gives it to Stahl. Around the Jarvis, one-timer by Godespair, and it's gloved. Left by Carter Hart. Uh-oh. How I missed the 90s NHL where you had all those fisticuffs. But then again, the fights like you had in Joe Louis Arena in 96 and 97 between Colorado and Detroit, it's one of the main reasons Claude Giroux pulled a Benoit. Claude Lemieux pulled a Benoit. Minus killing his family. Godespair to Jarvis. To Svechnikov behind the net. To Aho. Back to Godespair. Back to Aho. Aho to Godespair. Back to Aho. Aho loses the puck. Sissons with it. Defended by Godespair, who pokes the puck loose. Ehlers now on the ice. Gets it from Jarvis back to Godespair. Shot wide. Ehlers keeps it in. Svechnikov. Back to Godespair. Sets up Ehlers. To Godespair. Godespair looks. Finds Svechnikov. To Aho. And off the stick and out. Godespair has to retreat to get it. Ehlers. Godespair, Blake. Hurricanes have to retreat. Hall with it. Being chased out. Out by Stone. Back to Hall. Gets double teamed. To Stankoven. To Ehlers. To Hall. Can't get the pass centered. And Vegas is going to fend this power play off with one shot, with Carolina only able to get one shot off on it. Carolina's 0 for 2 on the power play. Eichel's out of the sin bin. Marner tries to get on. It's broken up. Dumped out at center ice. Hart coming off. We got a delayed penalty against Carolina. Eichel shot saved by Bussy. But let's see which. It's going to be Stankoven heading to the sin bin for Carolina. For a cross check. Got Marner in the back with it. And remember, if Vegas doesn't score in this power play, the remaining 38 seconds will carry over to the second period, which has been the Golden Knights' strength period. Outside of last night, last time out, they've outscored the difference in goals plus 7, plus 6 in favor of Vegas in period 2. Eichel getting a new stick. 5 forward formation again for Vegas. Stankoven in the box. Minute 22 left in the period. Puck is dropped. Marner to Eichel. Back to Marner. Sets up Hurdle. Eichel fakes it. Hesitates on the shot. Goes behind the net. Trying to center it. Gets it to Marner. To Dorofeev. Dorofeev. Back to Eichel. To Dorofeev. Dorofeev. Stone. Dorofeev. To Marner. T-Mobile Arena getting restless. Shot, save, rebound. Up in the air. The puck's out. The puck stayed out of the cage. Marner with it. To Eichel. Pass intercepted. And it goes down the ice. Marner with the puck. 20 seconds left in the period. He'll drop it off to Eichel behind the Carolina, behind the center line. Hurdle to Stone. That shot goes wide. Down to 8 seconds left in the period. That shot saved again by Bussy.
Not again.
And that's going to end the first period. 1-0 Carolina, but they're still on the back foot. 38 seconds left on the power play. Like when we come out of the first intermission. Well, in terms of pace, so far so good. Got out of this period in just under 45 minutes, didn't we? For those wondering why I originally had an 8:30 start time for this, it's because I was at my brother's house to celebrate an early Father's Day with my dad and my mom and my sister and her girlfriend, because my brother's heading to Colorado going on a camping trip next week. Yeah, they've only beaten them. They only beat him twice in Game 5, beat him 3 times in Game 4, and only beat him once in Game 3, but that was an own goal. Bussy continues to stifle for the Golden Knights offense. And I got to agree with PK Subban on that. Vegas is just getting too cute with the biscuit. Wouldn't you agree, Jose?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this series outside of the last game has basically given me heart attack after heart attack. Every game outside of game 5 has been a one. Games 4 and 5 has been a thriller, usually decided by a single goal in the 11th hour. I didn't get that feeling in game 5. Got a little bit of it in game 4, but in games 1 through 3, it always felt like the game winner was coming in the 11th hour. Fun fact about that Knicks win, the Knicks title win, they scored the most, they had the highest point differential in NBA playoff history. 28 plus 283. Mark Bollett. Oh, it's a Dancing with the Stars, the next pro. Who cares about Dancing with the Stars? I don't. We're going to be back for the next podcast episodes for Forbidden Door on the 26th, okay?
Yeah. The only reason why we had to have it up sooner is because Mets had to do that 30 for 30, I believe, that I forgot Tom Grossi was doing.
Forbidden Door is not until the 26th, and I didn't even go to the event. Mom was too worn out from spending time with my dad, and both of my job coaches couldn't do it because one had just finished up her education, become a masseuse, become a part-time masseuse, and she would have been like an hour. Her schooling facility was like an hour away from the venue, and the one that takes me to and from work, that's been taking me to and from work, and will end in a couple of weeks. The week after this coming week, he had another client, or so he claims.
Mm-hmm.
And in all honesty, I would have called, if I had gone, I would have told Tom, maybe everything you do isn't in the name of chaotic good, but maybe you should change it to neutral good.
Yeah.
Because he operates within the law when he wants to. He's completely compassionately altruistic. You know what I mean? And he's not compromised by the same bind trappings of someone who is morally lawful good. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand if you would want to say that chaotic good has a better ring to it than neutral good, and that's fine. But I still say everything he does is done out of a sense of being neutral good, not chaotic good. Sheesh, Rockies pummeled the A's 23-9 this afternoon. Damn. Tigers and Guardians will play a doubleheader around Labor Day weekend. Marlins have the best June record at 10-2. How the fuck does that even seem right with this universe in baseball? Hurricanes second line points in the postseason. 19 each for Taylor Hall and Jackson Blake, 15 for Logan Stankoven. This second line has been dangerous for the Hurricanes. That was Hall's 7th goal of the playoffs. Bussy has saved all 10 shots he's been up against. First period stats, Hurricanes were outshot 10-8. Faceoffs went 53-47 in favor of percentage in favor of the Golden Knights. They got 10 of the 19 to the 9-19 for Carolina. Neither team has gotten a power play goal yet. 0-2 versus 0-1. Even hits at 12. 4-3 block shots. Carolina's given away the puck twice to Las Vegas 5 times, and they've taken away the puck 3 times to 1 takeaway for the Golden Knights. I mean, what is it with the Vegas Golden Knights playing predominantly sub teams that were part of the older configuration before the divisions were reorganized? Southeast Division. With teams like them facing teams like the Capitals in their first venture in the Cup in 2018, where they were a young team in over their heads. Against the Florida Panthers, where the roles were reversed, and here against the Carolina Hurricanes, where it's an even matchup. And your name tree, if you're still listening, if you're listening to this or watching this, which I don't think you are, where's our end of legacy of failure video for the Knicks? Am I right?
The Knicks won a championship in 1979.
3.
I don't think a legacy of failure would be needed.
It was 73, not 79.
Oh, yeah, 73. That's like 53 years. I completely forgot.
I mean, true, it's the team's 3rd NBA title, but it's their first in a long while. And for years, for the better part of this century, the team had been treated like a fucking lol cow. Had it not and the NBA draft is next Tuesday. I don't view Marco's as a New York style pizza, though I've never really had it, to be perfectly fair. I've tasted Pizza Hut and Domino's New Yorker pizzas. But Marco's is too far out of my way to go fetch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Final season of what? Oh, the Bear. Earlier today, Jordan Stahl and Seth Jarvis wired. Carter Hart with the save of the first period. He's out of the net. Stankoven tries a backhand. He dives to get back in and loses his stick in the process. Go ahead, PK. You were the one who went first.
Now we got to wait about 5 minutes before the second season begins.
Period.
Second period.
I mean, how is Vegas going to... If Vegas is going to have any chance of changing momentum, they got to do it in this period. They've outscored the Hurricanes 9-3 in this period over the first 5. In period 2 over the first 5. And most of those goals came in game 3 where they scored 4, though one of them was an own goal against the Hurricanes. Ick. That is a poor man's attempt at making a birria taco. I spent most of my day at my brother's house trying to watch the Pocono race, but his Amazon kept lagging out on me. Three and a half minutes until the start of period 2. Yeah. Shit. Gatsby passed away today. Right alongside Oliver Tree. In a copter crash. I take it you and your stepdad were watching the finals all last night?
We just came back from a party for my brother's kid, and he was watching it. I was mostly playing video games and overhearing it. And then when he heard the next one, yeah, it was big.
It's a shame my mom has such a strict sound curfew in here. Otherwise, I would have been roaring my head off after they won. The short I did last night was me trying to keep it down as much as possible. If there is one person I miss doing the calls of these hockey games on television, it's old Doc. Second period getting ready to drop. Start. Canes will be going right to left. Knights left to right. Hurricanes in their traditional road white with red trimming, black stripes. Knights in their gold unis with white trimming and gray stripes. Yeah, one that has about 38 seconds left on it. Stankhoven back in the sin bin. It's going to be Stone, Hurdle, Eichel, Marner, and Dorothea against Martinook, Stahl, Chatfield, and Slavin. Hurdle back skates to Stone. I don't even know if he was on side or not. Marner to Eichel. Eichel spins, trying to stay away from Martinook. Gets it to Dorothea, who's cut off. Shot, save, dumped out. 8 seconds left. Hart will stop the puck. That was not on goal. And Stankhoven's out of the box. Puck cleared out. It's Theodore with it. Barbashev with it, trying to get behind the cage of the Canes. Aho and Dan slapping it up the wall. Jarvis trying to backhand it. He can't get a shot off. Bowling with it. That's wide. Puck in the Hurricane in the zone. Offside. Brind'Amour's coach are playing 101 of the Hurricanes' 103 wins in the postseason. Which is interesting. Hoping to become the first player or to coach the same team he won a Stanley Cup with to the Cup. Hola, Mrs. Vega.
My mom is not even here, you know.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, because I don't hear my mom. You don't not hearing my mom, so just me in my room and nothing else.
Oh.
Plus, I'm mostly tired because today was a heck of a day, and tomorrow I got to get back to the gym because I made a lot of progress. I lost like 50 pounds, and I've got to keep it going.
Ice puck. It'll be in the Hurricane zone, offensive zone. Stankhoven.
Let's hope they don't F it up. Hurricanes, please don't F this up. You're in the second period, and you cannot screw this up.
Draw one by Vegas. Krozak dumps it out. Bussy will cover it up.
Let's hope so. I'm getting some water.
Hurdle's had 5 points in this series, 3 assists, 2 goals, including the game winner in game 1, if I remember correctly. But he goes back to the bench. Eichel's going to take the draw for Vegas. Face Stahl cleared out and an icing. And the puck gets iced. I hate when this happens. This is what happened to William Karlsson last time. Sean Walker slammed him into the boards, busted up Karlsson's arm, and that's why he's not in the lineup tonight for the night.
Of course he's not. Of course he is. Of course he is.
Puck dumped in by Stank. Dumped in by Jarvis. Now the puck cleared. Ehlers tries to get it, shoot it back in. Here's Ehlers to Stahl. Missed it.
How did I miss that?
Here comes Eichel. To Stone. Stolen. Here's Stahl on the break. Backhand. Wrist shot saved by Hart. Ehlers with it. Tries to tip it. No good. That shot goes wide. Ehlers off the boards. Taken by the Knights. Hurricanes will pick it off. Chatfield with it. Backing up. He's backing into his own zone. Rashev touches it up. Svechnikov will dump it into the Vegas zone. That puck is. Where's the puck? Oh, there it is. Dump back into the Knights zone. That was tipped in front before it tipped at the red line. That one not a shot. Robinson couldn't get to it. And it's offsides. The Adventures in Odyssey episode I'm going to try to listen to after the game tonight is the debut of probably one of the most iconic voice actors on the show. Taking over the place of another VA. You know whose voice comes into in the Monday/tonight's episode?
Who?
Townie. As in Townsend Coleman. Two on one. Riley Smith shot blocked in front. Stankoven tries to clear it out. He can't. And a Bussy chant breaks out from those in the red and white in the T-Mobile. That's dumped in, and it's going to be an icing call.
Another icing.
4.5 into the second period. And again, when you consider that Frederick Anderson was basically made a bitch by the Knights in the second period, all series. I could have sworn that was Rock. I could have sworn that was Blake who stopped that. Anyway, face off to Bussy's left. Stankoven taking the draw against Eichel. Draw one by the Hurricanes. By the Knights, and that one goes is deflected into the seats. That moves the puck outside the Carolina blue line. Or it'll just stay in the Hurricanes' defensive zone. Stahl takes a draw. One by the Hurricanes. Miller back passes it to Carter. Stahl dumps it in towards Miller. Ricochets and covered up by Hart. That wasn't a shot. Last time the Hurricanes led the Stanley Cup 3-2, they blew the 6-game closeout and had to win in the 7th game against Edmonton in 2006. It's an all-forward line now for Vegas. Eichel, Dowd, Smith, Miller, and Bowman. Draw one by Robinson. Walker's shot is blocked in front by the bodies in front of the net. Walker gets the puck as it was looking for Courier. And this is going to be iced in favor of the Hurricanes against the Golden Knights. In games 1 through 4, the goal differential in the second period for Carolina was -8. Last time, they had a +2, which reduces their differential to a -6 in the finals against Vegas. Aho takes a draw against Dowd. Draw one by Vegas. Get out of their own zone. Dowd had it. One-timer goes wide. Svechnikov to Aho. Tipped off. Anderson. Harville scoop it up. Cut it off for his teammates. It's Anderson, Marner, Smith, Dowd, and Korzak out there for Vegas. Bussy quickly gets back in the cage. They're stopping the puck. Puck dumped out. That shot, chance the other way, goes wide for Carolina. Marner will shovel it in. Carter is cut off on his shot attempt. Or Marner. Carter with it. Or Walker with it. Hit on the crash into the boards. Oh, we got a fight breaking out between Stankoven and Korza. And Lazan. No, they're saying Lazan's going to the sin bin for interference. Or not. So they're not going to say a penalty against Vegas. That's bull. Eichel against Stankoven. Draw one by Carolina. Hall with the puck. Chatfield Blake had it. Lost it. Here comes Vegas. Blake with the puck. Stahl checks in. Dump 2 line. Dumped over the center ice line. Stone tried. Find Dorofeev, I think. And Ehlers goes down, and we're getting a penalty on Vegas this time. Says he got hit in the jaw, got hit in the mouth. Let's see. That should be a high stick. I mean, he got nailed in the mouth with the butt of the with the blade of the stick. but the refs are going to review it. I've had that ultimate jalapeno whopper. It's not the worst thing. It's just a bit messy with all that. It's a little messy and overboard with the jalapenos.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know it was Kyle Hebert's birthday today. Puck coming out of the ring, out of the Hurricane zone. Dumped in into the night zone. Fighting out of it. Puck lost. Dumped in. One nothing Carolina. It's Jankowski. It's Martinuk, Aho, Svechnikov, Chatfield, and Slavin out there against Hurdle, Smith, Sissons, Lazan, and Korzak. They did not give a penalty to McNabb for high sticking, which I think is bullshit. And I thought the fix was in the NBA to push the Knicks and Spurs as far as they could. They're doing this to the Hurricanes. Teams to score to the Cup Finals. Teams to score first with a chance to clinch the Cup are 34-0 since 1998. Since 1988. Shots are 14-11 in favor of Vegas. Ball star on the draw. Draws to Hart's right on the right hand face-off circle. Carolina wins it. Got to spare with the puck. Got to spare, gets away briefly. Tries to center it. Pass deflected. Hurdle tries to pass and get it down. He does. Svechnikov. No icing call, as was tipped at center.
Getting a bit. Thought it would be more intense than this.
Well, in terms of defensive warfare, it's been intense. Here's Taylor Hall again. Tried to center it for Stankoven, and he couldn't get any good wood on it. Lazan moving in. Shoots the puck off the board, around the boards. Blake and Stankoven fighting to get the biscuit out of the boards. They do. This is going to be iced, though. And the puck is iced with 10:50 to go in the second. Nice move. That is good stick movement by Jacob Slavin to break that breakaway up by Eichel. Stankoven taking the draw against Smith. Or is that Dowd? Jack Eichel only played 39 games this season and been out for injuries, and the former Buffalo Sabre on the cusp of losing his first Cup appearance. We're going to get that to Walker. Puck cleared out. I thought for a moment the Golden Knights will have numbers. Hall with it. Drops off to Stahl. To Jarvis, who gets checked into the boards. Puck jammed in the boards. Who's going to be able to break free, get loose with the biscuit? Stahl's got it. To Slavin. Back to Stahl. Back to Slavin. To Chatfield. Back to Slavin. Hand off to Ehlers. Come on, guys. Do something with the damn biscuit. Slavin. Chatfield. Shot goes wide. Back to Slavin. Dumps it off to Ehlers. Wide angle shot by Chatfield and into the seats. And Dowd lost his stick. 9:23 left. We are halfway through game 6. 1-0 Carolina.
It's anybody's game at this point.
That's for sure. Why not just let Emu and Doug do those those?
Indeed.
I actually made a side dish for the meal today at my brother's house. Made pomme paille to go with some sausages that we had. Had peppers and onions, bitter herb salad, macaroni salad, and a potato salad. Brandon Bussey, on getting an opportunity to play, he didn't really think he'd get one to play in the finals. But after Frederik Andersen basically got turned into Swiss cheese in the first 2.5 games by the Knights, giving up 11 goals in that span, Rob Brindamore decided to switch him out for and switch Andersen out for Bussey. Bussey has only allowed 76 goals on 79 shots that have come at him in his 2.5 games that he's been in. Well, by all accounts now it's 3 games, 3 whole games, but the point still applies. Puck poked out by the Knights. Hurricanes recover. It's Svechnikov, Aho, Martinuk, Miller, and Walker out there for Carolina right now. Aho on the check. Back of Marner, who also has Howden, Barbashev, Lazan, and Korzak. And we got penalty. And what a game Bussy has had in the crease of the cage.
Yep.
During the regular season, he had a record of 31, 6, and 2, and one of the top 10 goals against averages in the NHL this year. Center ice draw, won by Carolina. Nikishin will dump it off, but Vegas will pick it off. They have Anderson, Smith, Hurdle, Sissons, and Hannafin out there for Vegas. Carolina's got Jarvis, Stahl, Ehlers, Slavin, and Chatfield right now. Chatfield passes to Slavin. Off of Ehlers. Hannafin dumps it off. Back deep into... And it's going to be an icing call. Strange enough, Monday Night Baseball tomorrow night on ESPN at 10 o'clock. The Tampa Bay Rays will bow the Los Angeles Dodgers. Sissons to take the draw against Stahl. Oh, wait, Jankowski, excuse me. Walker dumps it off the back, the end boards. Nope. Hurricane can get it. Here comes a breakaway for the Golden Knights, but they lose the puck. That's tipped. And icing as the puck goes behind the cage. Goes behind the Vegas cage. Walker has got to be kicking himself for that one. 7:57 left in the second. Shots are 14-11 in favor of Vegas. Each team has gotten 3 shots on the goalie in the second period. Jankowski takes the draw for Carolina, won by Vegas. Dorothea fans on the shot. Puck cleared out. Dumped by Carrier. Or Kurt. McNabb. To Stone. To Eichel. Still making some good cuts. Stone loses the puck. Back to Stone. Or Dorothea. That shot's saved. Buzzy gets the shoulder pat. Gets his shoulder on that biscuit. And offsides on Carolina. Pavel Dorofeev has had 3 scoring chances, 8 shot attempts, and 4 have gone through, but not into the cage. Vegas wins another draw. He wins another faceoff. Off a couple of sticks and into the bench. Dorofeev in this series, no points through the first 4 games. Last time, he got the only 2 goals for the Golden Knights.
Yep.
Draw one by the Knights. Stankoven over the Carolina blue line, but he couldn't clear it out. But couldn't completely clear it out. Stankoven to Hall. To Martinuk. Stupid. He giving me static. Stankoven with the puck. Tries to center it out to Hall. Saved by Hart. Rebound. And blocked in front. Rebound. Score! Who got the goal this? It's Jackson Blake. 2-0 Carolina.
Good. Now it's getting interesting.
But no lead is safe. I mean, you get a lead of 2 goals or more in this series, you're basically fucked. As we saw in the first 3 or 4, in the first 4 in this series. Give an assist to Stankoven. He saw where Blake was. Another wrister and a goal for Jackson Blake. That's his 7th of the postseason. Boom. Oh, it actually deflected off Mitch Marner's stick.
Wow.
Or whoever 53 was. So you could say that's an own goal against Vegas.
Yeah, pretty much.
At 13 minutes and 31 seconds into the second period, Carolina doubles their advantage. Scrum at the release of the draw, won by Carolina. They'll dump it into the Vegas zone. Lazan will kick it out. With Bussy stopping everything in his tracks, Jarvis with the puck for Carolina. He'll give it to Svechnikov behind the cage. Save! They go in there.
They're not going in yet.
Carter Hart didn't know that he had the puck right underneath them until the whistle blew. That was close if you're the Hurricane, if you're the Golden Knights. You can't give up any more goals like that. Okay, let's see. Where's the puck? In between his legs.
Wow.
But he couldn't stop that shot. 5:48 to go. 2-0 Carolina. Spider Noir. I really question putting Nicolas Cage in the live-action version of his Spider-Verse animated counterpart. Do you?
I don't know.
I mean, sure, the Cage Man's facial expressions when he plays wackier characters, they're always teetering on the brink of insanity are fine, but I don't see the Noir version of Peter Parker being that. Do you? Grant, I never saw either of the Spider-Verse movies because I view Joe Quesada as a fucking hack.
Joe Quesada's always been a hack. That's kind of the point.
Damn him to hell for one more day.
Yes, indeed. Even though sometime later he would end up leaving Marvel altogether.
Because of all the backlash he got for one more day, right?
I don't really know.
I mean, a lot of fans hated One More Day. The cliffhanger music from Price is Right. That's funny.
Yes, it is. That yodeling shit.
Because that's what the Golden Knights feel like. They're hanging on the edge of a cliff.
Hanging on, but barely.
And then just wait for the little climber to fall off the cliff because they went $25 over the limit.
Yes, they did.
Or went over the $25 limit, is what I should say. Stankoven take.
Yeah.
Draw one by Vegas. They'll take it behind their own net. It's Stankoven, Slavin, Hall, Blake, and Chatfield out there for Carolina. Vegas has got Smith, McNabb, Theodore, Sissons, and Hurdle. Puck cleared out. Vegas has to retreat. Theodore, Anderson, Eichel, And Stone now on as part of a change of a line change for the Golden Knights. Hart cuts off the puck. Stone trying to get the puck in. Ehlers one-on-one. Shot blocked in front. Rebound, empty net. Oh, he couldn't get the shot off.
Of course he could not get it off.
Eichel with the puck. Poked out. Poked out by Svechnikov. Stahl chasing after it. Puck in the kicked out of the Hurricane zone into the Knight zone. Hart cuts it off in the trapezoid behind his own cage. Korzak waiting for some help. Shoots it off the board, passes it off the boards. Slavin with some good defense. And it's cutting off Hound's advance. From their knees, the Hurricanes tip the puck into the Knight zone. Korzak. Last 12 minutes, Vegas has not been able to get a shot in on Brandon Bussi. We're down to under 3.5 in period 2. 2-0 Carolina. Howland on the break. Stick. Did that shot get in on Bussi? I couldn't really see. If it did, that's the first shot in 12 minutes off on him. Puck wraps around behind the board, off the Carolina boards. Dowd loses the puck, cleared out. We may have a penalty against. And Anderson will go to the sin bin. He's heading to the box for the Knights. Robinson, he ran to Robinson on purpose and didn't get out of his way. The fans don't like the call, but it's legal. Well, Robinson touched the puck. He was going after it. Anderson got in his way. He's going to the sin bin at 17 minutes, 4 seconds into the second period. Hurricanes have only gotten one shot off on the power play tonight. And they've scored 5 goals on 18 attempts in this final. Stahl's won 9 of his last 10 power play face-offs. Draw one by the Knights. By the Golden Knights. They'll kick it out. And they'll get it out. Bussi will get it behind his own net. We'll leave it for Godespair to get it. Remember, no icing on power play time. Jarvis. Couldn't get it in. He'll retreat with Godespair with him. Smith coming at him. Here comes Godespair with the puck over center. They're over the Vegas Blue. Gives it to Aho. Wraps it around the boards. Was looking for Ehlers. Svechnikov. Godespair shot! What a save on the shot by Aho by Hart. Good set by Godespair, but better save by Hart on the one-timer. Glove save by Hart. And to be fair, even if Godespair didn't save that puck, it was going to hit off. Even if Hart didn't save that puck, it was more likely going to go off the clank off the post anyway, based on the angle. Nikishin off the back pass to Stankoven. Blake tries to clear it out. He can't. Howden with it. Oh, wait, that was Marner with it. Back to Marner. Center pass. He was looking for Hannafin. Cut off. Hall with the puck. We're under 45 seconds on this power play. Hurricanes moving up. Stankoven to Blake. He was looking to get it to Ehlers for a one-timer. Ehlers wasn't paying attention. Stone with the puck. Stankoven will take it. 30 seconds left on the power play. To Ehlers. Back to Nikishin. To Blake. Saved by Hart. Swatted down. And it's a high stick call. We're down to a minute 13 and 18 seconds left on the power play for the Canes. Puck will be moved outside the Vegas blue, left hash, on the left circle, left-hand circle. Stahl takes a draw. He faces off with Dowd. Courier to Walker. Team's back to full strength in the crease. Under 40 seconds left. Dumped in. 20 seconds left. Puck at center ice. Back into the night zone. Hart cuts it off. 10 seconds left behind his own, in the trapezoid behind his own cage.
Only 17 seconds left till the end of the second period.
And time's up for the second period. Now, if you're the Golden Knights, you're under the gun. You're only 20 minutes away from defeat.
There's no way they're going to pull this up, but remember, this is sports. Never say never. That's the thing.
Especially in the game of hockey, which, when you consider pace of play, is the fastest out of the four major sports. Am I right?
Yep.
The Golden Knights need to remember no surrender, no retreat. Hurricanes outshot the Knights 8-3. Now it's 52-48 in faceoffs, still in favor of the Golden Knights. 23-44 to 21-44. Neither side has scored a power play goal. Hits 31-23 in favor of Vegas. 7-6 in block shots in favor of Vegas. But it's been defense that has been winning it for Carolina. They've taken the biscuit away 6 times from the Knights, as opposed to one having it taken from them once, and they've given it away 7 times to Vegas's 10.
Indeed.
Carolina is just 20 minutes out from their second embrace of Lord Stanley's Cup. How ironic!
We gotta wait 10 minutes.
Rather ironic that 2026 brings me pleasure in the fact that 2 teams I keep tabs on, the New York Knicks are the NBA champs, and we're 20 minutes away from the Carolina Hurricanes becoming the Cup champs, even though the latter is not a team I want to root for all that often. Carolina has outscored Vegas 8-2 since the third period of Game 4, which many believe was a turning point in this series for the Hurricanes. Jacob Slavin can become the second American to win a gold medal and a Stanley Cup in the same season. We all know that was the first one to do it was Mike Bussey, I think. When the Ken Morrow. Carolina will be looking to put the pressure. Keep that biscuit away from Brandon Bussey. Vegas will want to come hard and fast out of the gate in the third period and push the biscuit. Push that puck past Bussey at any and all costs. I mean, if anyone told me Vegas and Carolina that Carolina would actually make it the finals this year, I wouldn't have believed you, because I thought they wouldn't get over the conference final hump if they had made it, or the Panther hump. But the Florida Panthers got riddled with injuries, and that opened the door for Carolina and for new leaders in the Atlantic Division like Buffalo and Montreal. But especially Buffalo. Then you see them steamroll Ottawa. You see them steamroll Philadelphia. They get one. They do take a hit against Montreal, but they still flatten them in the gentleman's sweep. And now, just 20 minutes away from their second taste of that Stanley Silver. Huh. But still, a 2-goal advantage in this series, it's anybody's game in my view.
Yeah, and we're in
I hope
game
Tortorella
6.
does have a rabbit to pull out of his hat, because Rod Brindamore has been out coaching him tonight, and for the better part of the last game and a half. 2+ games. And when you consider that Tortorella basically came in late in the season for the Knights, last 8 games, and now he's as an interim, and now here he is bringing the Golden Knights back to the Cup for the 3rd time in 10 years. Yeah, Jacob Slavin has also been using his stick wisely. Let's look at this breakaway attempt. Good trap by him and Chatfield. Yeah, hold the phone, buddy. I got a monster or whatever it is to swat.
Go ahead.
Damn it, he got away.
Yeah, well, you know what? And this is teaching. For me, when I say you got to pack a lunch, it means get over the puck. You can't rely on your skills to make plays. So I want you guys to watch Noah Hannafin here. He's going to go corner. There's going to be a battle. He's going to have 3 opportunities to make a pass. 1, 2, here's the third.
Sad to say, I think that my nephew's given up on his hockey dream. He's now working as a mechanic.
Shame.
But that's a consequence of joining the lowest level hockey league team who has a coach who's a nepotistic nitwit.
Wow.
Well, in his line doesn't get a lot of play time. In his line, never got a lot of play time. Throwing in his first attempt at college in Delaware, he had to drop out because his roommate was a jackass.
Because of course.
The official card of the National Hockey League. It pays to discover. So funny. I wonder what the Forbidden Door card is looking like.
Only one way to find out.
I mean, I know we're getting a 6-on-6 match where if Team Mark Briscoe wins, he gets MJF at a later date. Okay, right now it's Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland in the final of the men's Owen Hart tournament. Starlight Kid against Thekla, Omega against CSJ. Let's see who's in the women's Owen Hart final. Let's see where the women's finals sit. Okay, Maya World against Athena or Hazuki against Mercedes Moné. I'm going to say Moné and Athena in the finals. You?
I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm really not sure.
I'm pretty much going to say it's going to be Athena and Moné in the finals. Because Moné is on a path to redemption and finally catching her white whale. Because she's lost all of her belts over the last several months. The two were semifinalists. They faced each other in the semifinals last year. They're going to face each other in the finals this year. Bank on it.
Yeah.
F you, Taylor Swift. Everyone knows you jumped on the bandwagon of the Cavaliers during the conference finals because of your fiance, Travis Kelce. It was the only thing keeping the Cavs series interesting. John Cusack, Raleigh. Conan O'Brien's going to be in Toy Story 5. Gross. And they've even brought in Bad Bunny for this movie. Why? Like that, like Nearest would ever work on someone like Natsu or any of his brethren in dragon slaying. Hey, Evie. Five more minutes
till the end game.
Yep. 4 minutes till puck drop. Three minutes left to go, and then we can drop the puck for what could be the last starting opening period face-off. Face-off to open a period in the 2025-2026 season. Because trust me, All-Star Weekend in 27 is going to be a nightmare to get a ticket on the island, is it not?
Yes, it is.
I know most of your family doesn't give a rat's ass about hockey, right?
I know. You're right.
Your family's mostly football, right?
Pretty much.
Screw you, Cooper, you snake in the grass piece of crap. Yeah, my ass. You back the insurance companies who ripped us off, you piece of dog fuck. I'm sorry, folks, but when you consider we're in midterm season and political ads are a constant, I need to go off. Islanders are hosting the All-Star game this coming season, Evie. When I say the Island, that means the Islanders. If I'm saying the Garden, then it's the Rangers. That's for sure. Off the face-off, Carolina dumps the puck into the Vegas zone. Vegas will get it out. It's Martinuk, Aho, Svechnikov, Walker, and Miller to start the third for the Hurricanes. Dorofeev, Eichel, Barbashev, Theodore, and McNabb for the Knights. Puck cleared out by Carolina. We're 30 seconds into the final period. 2-0 Hurricanes. Dorothea back to Eichel. Oh, that pass is broken up. They'll have to retreat. McNabb. Chatfield stops it. Puck backed out by the Hurricanes from center ice off the boards. Blake dumps it in behind the net. Hurdle. Breakaway. Stone tried to center it, but couldn't, but it goes wide. And icing on Carolina, 66 seconds in the final period, and Stone is livid with himself. What was he trying to center that for?
I don't really know what he's going to do.
Draw one by Carolina. They'll dump it out and again clear it, but this doesn't even get deep enough for another icing this time. Little stumble. It's Howden, Marner, Sissons, Theodore, and Anderson against Hall, Stankoven, Blake, Chatfield, and Slavin for Vegas and Carolina, respectively. Martinuk dumps it in. Aho on the ice now. Bussy cuts it off. Got to go under two minutes into the final frame, into the final period. 2-0 Hurricanes. Puck dumped off. Courier. Where's the puck? Vegas has got it. McNabb coming up with it. He'll dump it in. No shots in the last 16 to 18 minutes for the Knights. And the puck is iced. 2:27 into the final period.
No other school is going to go so far. Anything can happen.
That's for sure. Who could forget the finals of 98? Michael Jordan leading his team back from 3 down with under
Agreed.
to go. And he hits the game-winning floater with about 6 seconds left in Game 6 to win his final title. Draw one by Carolina. Chatfield. Field of Nikishin, who dumps it in. Sissons. Cut off by Hall. By Bussy. Excuse me. Stone tries to find somebody. I don't know why he threw it that way. Barbashev shot save. Rebound is all over the place. Lausanne shot blocked and it goes wide. Courier can't get it out. Ehlers clears it. Shot saved by Hart on the Anderson shot. Oh, that was Jarvis with the shot. Pat save, and he covers up. Draw one of the Hurricanes. Aho. Theodore Thompson. Vegas Knights beat the icing call out. He beat out the icing. It's Martinuk, Ahu, Ho, Blake, Walker, and Miller versus Barbashev, Eichel, Dorofeev, Korzak, and Hannafin. And this one will be an icing call. 4:01 into the third period. We're getting a Bleach movie in a couple of weeks. 1,000-Year Blood War, The Calamity. To premiere in theaters in the window of June 25th to June 29th. Cool. I'm not the biggest fan of Bleach, though. Are you, partner?
I used to be, but
I just didn't like how rushed the manga ending was. I mean, is it as bad as Naruto's manga ending? No. Know what I mean?
yeah.
But did it have some portions that were more incredibly boring portions than Naruto? Yes. Is Yawaka as much of an 11th hour villain as Kaguya? Yes, but at least he has a little but at least he's got some fucking personality. Does he not?
Yeah.
Quarter of the way through the third period. Puck in the Vegas zone, cleared out. Chatfield taking the puck back behind his own net. Clears it out and gets it out. And it's going to be an icing again. Puck cleared out. Center ice, Stahl passes back. Barely on sides with that one. It's Barbashev, McNabb, Eichel, Dorothy, Stone, Hurdle, Sissons, McNabb with the puck. And Korzak against Miller, Walker, Svechnikov, Aho, and Martinuk. Svechnikov in hot pursuit of the puck. That was almost a mistake by Carolina, but Busty's able to land on it. At 6:17 in the third period, we've got another stop. How much longer can Carolina hold out? $63 people arrested after the Knicks win last night.
Yeah.
Jesus. And it looks like the war is finally over.
Seven minutes in.
For
and
nearly a
nothing
century.
changed. It's anybody's game now.
6 minutes, a little over 6.
A good chunk of the Empire's upper echelon of officers no longer stuck up or, frankly, just grossly incompetent. But it was able to defy the odds of a regime
Stalin Howden to take the draw to in the Bussy's right. Shot blocked in front. Here comes Jarvis on the break. Jarvis with a shot. What? Save, rebound. It's going to be smacked at the gut of spare. Whiff on another shot by the Golden Knights. We're now officially 7 minutes in. Chatfield on the ice for the Hurricanes. Puck deflected into the Knights zone. Offside nearly called on Vegas. Puck stolen. Barbashev tried to assist it, couldn't. Dumping attempt. Attempt by Svechnikov. Puck goes behind the Knights net. We're 7.5 into the final period. Here's Barbashev. Wide attempt by Dorofeev. Sissons. Dorofeev, Lazan, and Korzak out there against Hall, Stankoven, Blake, Miller, Walker, and Miller. Stankoven drove in the boards. He's got the puck behind the net. He'll pass it back out. Nikishin with it. Goes off the boards back to Stankoven. But the puck is turned over. Sent the link to the ice and an icing call against Vegas. 8:20 into the final frame. If Carolina can hold on for the next 11 minutes and 40 seconds, they will be taking Lord Stanley's Cup home with them in a massive parade in Raleigh tomorrow. And that was a good breakaway by Jarvis. He just didn't get the right angle on that shot. Maybe a disruption when he got hit by the stick of Theodore. I don't know. Now Robinson, Carrier, Jankowski, Chatfield, and Slavin out there for the Hurricanes. Against Dorofeev, Hurdle, Sissons, Lazan, Korzak. Trip on the side. And Vegas is going to get a power play opportunity as Dow gets tripped. Who's going to the sin bin for Carolina? It's going to be Johnson or Robinson. What's the call? This may be the only way Vegas gets back in the game. But remember, as I mentioned, it's a high stick. He got down in the jaw. Not kidding, Ferraro. They need a goal here and now. The 5-forward line once again. Hurdle, Eichel, Stone, Marner, and Dorofeev. Draw one by Carolina. They got cleared out and cleared out fast, and they do. Hart cuts it off in the trapezoid. Marner brings it up. Stahl coming at him. Trying to poke it away. Back to Eichel. Eichel with the puck. Tries to center it. Dorofeev will collect it. To Marner. To Eichel. Back to Marner. To Hurdle. To Dorofeev. Marner, one-timer by Eichel is blocked in front. By Martinuk, who will clear it out for the Hurricanes. Back behind the cage of the Golden Knights. 10 minutes left. Under 10 and a half to go. Marner brings it up again. 1:10 left on the Golden Knight power play. T-Mobile is on the edge. T-Mobile is getting nervous. Eichel with the puck. Puck to Dowden, to Howden. Hurdle with it. Howden trying to get it out to Marner. He does. Back to Howden. Howden to Hurdle. Back to Marner. Marner looking. Centers it to Eichel. Wrist shot goes wide. Deflected wide. I think Stone was trying to get a shot. He tried to tip it in. He couldn't. Eichel with the puck. Resets. Stupid heat wave. Howden to Eichel. Jarvis with the swipe. Trying to clear it out. Aho on him. It's a dog pile near the front of the blue line. Eichel, no! It hit the crossbar, but did it go in or not? And we have a ref stop. And there's a stoppage at 9:27. Where'd this hit? Off the top of the crossbar and out. No goal. So where'd the puck go after that? And Eichel still doesn't have a goal in the Cup final. Bowen to Anderson. Power play about to end, and there it is. Hart will clear it, will stop the puck. And Hurricane Nation breathes a sigh of relief as Robinson comes out of the sin bin. Barbashev with it. Trying to fight it. McNabb trying to get it out and get it up. Puck is dumped ahead. Blake gets to it first. Gets it back. Shot saved by Hart. Korzak with it. Sissons now takes the puck. Blake keeps it in. Dumps it back behind the trapezoid. We're down to 8:20. It's Hall. It's Carrier, Jankowski, Robinson, Walker, and Miller out there for Carolina. Vegas has got Smith, Stone, Dowd, McNabb, and Korzak. Jankowski with it, being double teamed on the boards. Stone scoops it up. Anderson can't get it. Martinuk swats it back into the Vegas zone. About to come up on 7.5 left, partner. Miller
He
to
got it.
Martinuk, who dumps it in, wraps around the boards. About to go under 7. Still 2-0 Carolina. That one goes wide of the net of the cage. And that's dumped in by Carolina. Line change. It's going to be Ehlers, Stahl, Jarvis on the front line for Carolina. Puck dumped up, shot up hit off the boards. Vegas keeping it in the trapezoid. Rim. Puck cleared out. Who's going to get on the break? Stankoven. He's being hooked. No calls. And he goes down into the boards. And it's going to be an icing call against Vegas. 6:10 left in regulation. Carolina up 2-0. It has been 8-2 since the third period of Game 4 in favor of Carolina. Stankoven on the draw. Draw for the Hurricanes. But the Knights win it. They dump it over the red. Hall with the puck as he back skates. Tipped off. Not a shot on goal. Hart cuts it off, though. He will leave it for his team. Hurdle brought down. Stankoven. Stankoven with the puck, trying to center it. Only 2 shots in the last 30 minutes for the Golden Knights, and they are running out of time. We're down to 5.5 to go, and they're still down 2 goals. Carolina has really tightened up on defense. Howden trying. Dorotheev with the shot, and it's saved and covered up by Bussy. 5:16 to go in the game. Hi, Chad. Yeah, we all hate political ads, Evie. We all hate political ads. Little late, Raph. RD. Carolina almost ready to break out the fucking bubbly here. Just hold on for 5.25 more minutes, and the cup comes back to Raleigh for the second time. For a second time. But that's the thing with this Hurricanes team. They're very patient. They wait and they wait and they wait until they get the moment to strike.
Five minutes left, and Vegas has done absolutely nothing. What are they doing?
Playing too cute with the biscuit. That's what.
They're playing too mean with the biscuit. They're getting sloppy.
I mean, think about it. You're riding the high of hubris, beating the President's Trophy winner in the conference final. And not only that, you stumped Colorado in the conference final.
And now you go up against Carolina. This year just keeps on getting better.
But think about it. Vegas is also a lot more bushwhacked coming into the final. 6 games. They had 6 games with the Mammoth, 6 games with the Ducks, swept the Avalanche, and here they are, 6 games with Carolina. Carolina, on the other hand, swept Ottawa, swept Philadelphia, took down Montreal in 5, and here they are just 5 minutes away from taking down Vegas in 6. Think about it like that, partner. It's no different than what happened in the NBA Finals match this year. Knicks 6 with Atlanta, swept Philadelphia and Cleveland, 5 with San Antonio. Where San Antonio, on the other hand, their games around increased significantly. 5 against Portland, 6 with Minnesota, and then went the distance with OKC before getting beat by the Knicks in 5. It's vital to get a sweep in any sport so you don't have your team get overtaxed. Tax when you go for the big chip. 5 minutes left. We're under 5. It's clutch time. The big question is now, when does Carter Hart come out of that crease and Vegas go for the extra attacker? Puck is iced at 4:53 to go. That's the big question in these now that we're in clutch time. Now that we're in crunch time. Let's go back to the first round. Brady Tkachuk and Jordan Staal throwing fisticuffs with each other against when Carolina took on Ottawa to start round 1. Jordan Staal, top 5 in hits this postseason with 85 of them. It's Theodore, Marner, Stone, Eichel, Hurdle for Vegas. That puck goes wide. Jarvis, Staal, Ehlers, Miller, Walker for Carolina. Hurdle loses the puck. Cleared out. This is going to come towards Hart. It's not a shot, though. Bluebirds coming out. Line changes abundant. And an icing call against the Golden Knights. 250 seconds away are we from seeing Carolina win their second title.
At the rate things are going, Vegas is essentially boned.
I mean, Marner had a lane, but a good deflection by Jarvis on that. Aho will take the draw for the Canes. Right-hand side of Carter Hart. He has Martinuk, Slavin, Chatfield, and Svechnikov facing Howden, Hurdle, Marner, Dorofeev, and Theodore. Draw 1 by Vegas. Theodore takes it up. Howden takes it up across the Carolina blue. That shot's wide. Or maybe it was a pass. I don't know. Slavin. Hannafin with the puck. Kicks it back out. Gets it back. Shot save. Rebound to Martinuk. He'll spin over the across the board. Poked out. He poked loose by Carolina. Back to the Vegas blue. Into the blue line of Vegas. And Vegas has to retreat and get fresh legs out there. There's Anderson goes to the bench. Dorofeev. Hannafin. Barbashev. Howden to the bench. 3 1/4 left. Crowd getting restless. Hall, Stankoven, Blake, Walker, Miller out there for Carolina. And Carter Hall goes to the bench with 3 minutes to go. Vegas will have an extra attacker.
3 minutes left, and Vegas
Where's
has done
the puck?
nothing.
Hurdle
Flat out nothing.
Blocked. Blake's got an empty net, but his shot attempt gets blocked. Blocked by Marner. Stone loses it at center. Ehlers chops it in. Eichel has to recover it. We're down to 2.5 minutes. Bussy with the save. Miller tries to slap it off the boards. Theodore shot save. Rebound! And Bussy's going to hold on to it with 2:21 left.
I know how this is going to end.
We are 141 seconds away, Carolina fans, from your Hurricanes winning their second getting to hold Lord Stanley's Cup for the second time. Oh, brother, this Toy Story 5 ad, I hate this. The cup is getting polished. Because unless Vegas gets 3 goals in this final 221, this series is over. But yet they haven't figured out how to get through Brandon Bussey. Off the faceoff, Carolina wins the draw. Jarvis will shoot it in. But it's a 2-line pass offside. 2:14 to go. It was more like a 3-line pass when you think about it. Or they're going to say it's an ice. Good grief. Stahl and Eichel will draw. Stone will draw. One by Vegas this time. In the corner. Shot saved by Bussey. 2 minutes left.
This is it. Vegas stands absolutely zero chance.
One-timer saved by Bussey again. Jankowski with the puck, trying to get it out. He can't.
They've had numerous opportunities.
One-timer, stop, rebound!
Numerous chances.
And the puck goes wide of the mouth of the cage.
Oh, my God. I say something and you have to interrupt me. Come on.
Sorry.
Dude. The Vegas Golden Knights have way too many chances. They've had too many chances to at least get something, anything, but nothing. It's over. Carolina wins yet again.
Minute 25 left.
Well, who am I to say I'd be proven wrong?
I was proven wrong during our first ever hockey game call. If you recall the Stadium Series a couple of years ago, I thought the Islanders had it in the bag, and the Rangers came back and won in overtime, didn't I?
Also, rest in peace, Aldon Smith, by the way, passed away at 36. Jesus Christ. They say demons are something that's like very hard to conquer. And Aldon Smith had a lot of demons.
Let me guess, he committed suicide?
That's a problem. Yeah, let me look it up.
Bad enough the Cowboys lost Marshawn Nealon to that last year.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I feel for him.
We are down to 85 seconds.
yet seem to understand how to seize everything. Themselves, the Admirals' glaring lack of vision made them
Stahl and Hurdle will take the draw. On the faceoff, it's won by Carolina. They're trying desperately to dig it out. They do, but Vegas will get it back. Minute 15. And it's offside. Minute 13 to go. Carolina almost had too many men on the ice, so they had to regroup.
If Carolina can maintain it in the next minute, it's over.
Family, his mother, his father, his affianced. Center ice draw. Won by Vegas again. Eichel tries. Ehlers net empty. Got it.
Damn.
And put the nail in the coffin with a minute 8 left. 3-0 Carolina. How apropos that Nikolai Ehlers bookends the scoring. First minute of game 1, he scored the opening goal. He scored the first 2 goals of the Cup Finals, and how appropriate Nikolai Ehlers will score the final goal of the Stanley Cup Finals. And Lenovo Center is and the watch party at the Lenovo Center is rocking.
It's over. I'm sorry. It's over. Carolina won this one.
Under a minute to go.
There is no way Vegas is going to catch up. No way. It's done. They've had many chances, and they blew it.
That's for sure. I mean, once Bussy got in the cage near the end of game 3, I don't think Vegas ever really recovered. Hart back in the cage, short of the icing line. But what good does that do? We are down to 35 seconds. Puck back behind the Carolina cage. Jankowski's shot. Save. Dropped off. 20 seconds left. Play the brass band, boys. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
You don't need to count it down, dude. You don't need to do that. It's already over.
Game and series over. The Carolina Hurricanes, for the second time, are Stanley Cup champions.
Oh, brother, you don't need to be that dramatic. Trust me.
And Donnell Weaver doesn't want the Hurricanes to repeat next season.
Well, they did it. Sucks for Vegas, though.
And for Carolina and for Rob Brindamore as a head coach, vindication at last. He's not only he's been a part of both Stanley Cup cores in Raleigh. He won it as a player in 2006, and 20 years later, he wins it as a coach. He's a head coach.
That's unreal.
And give the MVP to Brandon Bussy. Fuck the scoring. This man in the cage for the final 2.5 games saved the Hurricanes.
Yes,
3.5 games.
At least I'm thankful that's over and done with.
Thanks for helping me out on this, Jose.
You're welcome. I needed something to do anyway because I'm about to head off the bat. I'm tired.
You and me both. Comment, like, and subscribe. He's Mega Man G. I'm Mets2128. This will not go in the Mega Mets podcast thing. Cash. Having said that, goodbye. Good night. I'm going to watch the cup ceremony.
Bang indeed. See ya.
Later.